Hey, what's happening, world? You got the Ding Dong live on Friday, live 9 like crazy. We got this phenomenal guest that said, hey, man, can I get on your Speedy Live? I got something to say. Here's the kicker. This is what we're going to do. You know, myself and Julie, we like reaching out, and I'll let these guys introduce themselves in a minute. Hold on. When Chris Johnson's on a roll, let him roll. Pete came on because, you know, we talk in English. Julie actually could talk in Vietnamese. So what we're going to start doing here and there is we're going to bring people on that speak different languages. So we brought Pete on. Now, Pete is speaks Arabic very. When he started on Passive, forgot he could speak Arabic. But now the man speaks it like fluently because he's doing webinars, meetings. He represents the entire Middle East. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to introduce him yet, but I'm going to allow this beautiful lady over here, or she's over here. She could be up here. I'm not sure where she is, but on my screen, she's over here. Julie, when introduce yourself. Oops, go ahead. Wait a minute. I'm not done. So what we want to do is we want Peter Shore, after Julie announces them, Peter Shore, I said his name. We're the ding dongs tonight. I want Peter Shore to talk to the Arabic community from Speedy Live and tell them how grateful myself and Julie are, especially Peter, of the wonderful community they built, the teams they built, and our proud leadership, Peter Shore. He did all that with the help of Muhammad Kamal, who now is a trader and jump ship, and he went to the company, but that's okay. All right, Julie, over somewhere to you.
You're such a ding dong, Chris. And that's what we call the Ding Dong Live today. Hello, everyone. My name is Julie. I'm coming to you from Orange County, California. Today is August 5th, 2022. And we are so excited and so happy to have Peter here with us today. It is Friday, and it is a day where we can just bring anything fun. And today, after Peter is going to speak, and I would love for Peter to speak both languages to say hi to everyone. And I like to have a few words into my Vietnamese community as well. Hello các anh chị em đang theo dõi chương trình The Ding Dong Live. Quý vị, cái ding dong là cái bánh ở ngay chỗ đằng sau lưng của Julie đó quý vị. Ngày hôm nay thì thật sự tụi này muốn lên đây để có một cuộc nói chuyện vui vẻ và để có một cuộc nói chuyện hơi nhí nhõm tí xíu trong cái ngày thứ 6 này. Thank you so much everyone for joining us from Facebook, from YouTube. You're here to support us and we appreciate you very much. Peter, if you could please say hello.
Well, hello, Julie. Hello, Chris. And hello to all the founders out there and non-founders that are watching us. I'm just been a pleasure for me to represent some of the Arabic community and the Middle East in general. And what Ash asked me, our CEO, to help out to bring the community all together. So it's been really an honor and a pleasure to be able to help each and every one of you in the Middle East. I'm going to speak in Arabic now. طبعا أنا فخور جدا ومتشكر إن بقدم خدمتي كمؤسس من بداية المؤسسين في شركة ONPASSIVE إلى كل الوطن العربي. وأنا دايما بحب أساعد كل الجميع، وفي أي حد عنده مشكلة في ONPASSIVE أو مش عارف يعمل حاجة، أنا موجود في خدمتكم دايما. وأتمنى إن كلنا نطلع لقمة وقمة أعلى في كل خطوة نعملها في شركة ONPASSIVE. Back to you, Chris.
Wow. What a beautiful language. I try to learn a few words and it's very hard, but I'll do my best. I know Peter will teach me to do that. Chris, it's now your turn to speak French, please.
Okay, oui, parlez-vous, c'est maintenant. Et toi, t'es en train de goûter. Mala hula, passa hula. It's oui, for sure. Welcome to my French community out there. I know that was perfect. Anyway, guys, it's Ding Dong Live. You know me, I'm crazy. I like having fun. Pete and Julie are very professional. All kidding aside, two of the most professional people that I know, very respectful. I embarrass them all the time. Why? Because I can and I love it. That's my job. That's my role. That's my lane. But my thing is, we want to talk to everyone in the world. We want every language to understand what we're saying on our life, because believe it or not, once in a while, even when we're being the ding dongs, we want to give you value. We want to teach you about the value of ONPASSIVE, which is everything. Let me tell you something. Our CEO said something the other day. It was one word. You know how I get stuck in one word. He says, it's there. It's there. Now, I was going to do this another day, but I thought it's a good time to do it tonight because we got a few people out there. What does it's there mean? If you remember 2.5 years ago, I started a saying called it's coming. And I wrote that and it caught on and everyone was using it. Well, now I'm telling you a different one. It's called it's there. What does that mean? It means we have something for everything. We have the solution to everything. We have products and tools for everything. It's there. If you ask me what's in ONPASSIVE, I'm going to say it's there. It's there. Peter Shore, ask me tell me something that's in ONPASSIVE, Pete, that's important. Hurry, Pete.
Trust.
It's there. Go ahead, Julie, tell me something.
Options.
It's there. Pete, your turn, go.
Oh my gosh. Everything you ever wanted.
It's there, guys.
So, let's say this, Chris. I know that you are excited about it, but think about it.
It's there.
It's there. Everything is there. It means, what does that mean by it's there? It means you have an options, right? You have options. And that's exactly what topic we wanted to talk about, is that we have options. It doesn't matter what options are you choosing. You have the right to choose. You have your own mindset to choose what you want. So then the questions is from what he said yesterday. If you have 22 millions or 250 millions in your bank, would you have the option to choose that, or would you have the options to choose to be with your family? Right? There's options, guys. There's options. It's the options, and in our ding dong lives, we have the options to either have fun, or having that little sweetness right there, or have the options to be really dry and serious. We have options, guys. Agree?
And Julie, and I like what you mentioned about options, because we are, first of all, lucky to be founders, and one of the first ones that came in within ONPASSIVE. But also, if you're not a founder and you're still looking at ONPASSIVE, it says, what is this all about? And waiting for us to launch. And you're still going to have an option, regardless if you're a customer or a reseller. There is many options. And you guys, no matter what position you are within ONPASSIVE, you'll be happy that you make that option to become one of the ONPASSIVE family.
Absolutely, Pete. Now, guys, think about it. I want you to seriously think about this now. Everyone that's listening right now. Now, I pick up on little simple words because I'm a simple guy. But when I'm saying it's there, understand this. Everything that you could think of that's going to better your life, better your financial system, better your financial freedom, better your family, better your country, better everything. It's there. When I say ONPASSIVE, it's there, that means you don't need anything else. That's how strong and powerful ONPASSIVE is. That's the way it was designed. I'm even going to take my glasses off because I'm getting serious. There's nothing better than this company I've ever seen. We have a CEO that's very transparent, who actually sits down and talks to us. Never happened before. All right, I talked about that earlier today. The guy comes and sits down with us. Whether we're complaining or we're happy, he's going to talk to us. This guy is doing all the work. You want to know why? Because it's there. Do you also want to know why he's doing the work? Because we're there. He wants to make sure that we have a great life. He wants us to make sure that we carry on his vision to our kids and their kids, and keeps going. I told you we are riding the ONPASSIVE wave. You know why? Because it's there. There's nothing that you can't use, period. ONPASSIVE has it all. Why? Because it's there. Julie Wen.
Yes, absolutely. It is there. And I wanted to speak with everyone who's watching this video, either watching live now or watching later. It is there for you. You have the options. Now, you had the option to become the founder of ONPASSIVE. And when you understand what ONPASSIVE is about, think about the giant tech company 10 years, 20 years, 30 years ago. giving you the opportunity to be the founder of that company. Knowing what it is today for that all giant tech company, would you say yes? That is the options that you can, whether or not you want to say yes or not. You miss the first options, right? The options right now is that you get to be in buying the positions or be part of ONPASSIVE by becoming the founder still, but you have to get those positions, those pending, that is kind of like hanging around there. You still have the options. If you miss those opportunity to be a founder, or we call it a pending founder position, you still have the options. But that's options that you choose later. Will it give you the opportunity exactly like the people that choose the option 2 years, 4 years ago? No, it will not be different. It will not be the same. So your options, and thank God we all have that option. The options right now, and I know I say that word all the time because that word is in my mind today. I have the options to be here, or I have the option to be there. My options right now is heading forward, moving toward the beacon of hope, and the beacon of hope right now in my entire life. And I know there are hundreds and hundreds and thousands, or even close to millions of people right now is heading toward that options, that beacons of hope. And that's why I thought about this word today. You have an option, you have a choice. You have a chance to make that decision. Your decision today, right, would change your life forever. How much do you want it? How much do we want our future to be better than our current situations or our past, right? So that's the options that all of us have. And if you're watching this, you are single parent, single dad, single mom. If you are having your career in front of you and you don't know which way to go, know that you have the options to do it. And whatever that decision that we make, we have to know that we need to accept it and make the changes, make the adjustment as we go. Because nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody. Even our CEO. Everything has to flow. Everything has to make decisions every single day. We have to flow with it. And that's a message for me, for everyone out there. Business is owner. So that's just my thought. I know I'm really focusing on that and try to get my point out. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense, people?
It makes beautiful sense too. And I want to also add to, when was the last time you joined a company that actually have a heart? With Mr. Ash, our CEO, and not only that he's a smart guy and he's dedicated to launch and spread the word of love all around the world with his big heart. He built one of the product that we're gonna have is Oh Bless, and Oh Bless is the biggest heart we can show as a founders. And anybody in our family, ONPASSIVE family, how are we going to help the world, no matter where you are and what your needs is? Yes, we're going to start helping by changing somebody's world. We can't change the whole world all at once, but like always, Mr. Ash says, we can change one person's world. And that's very important. And, we've all of us have joined other companies before, and all they want is take your money, okay? ONPASSIVE is not like this. ONPASSIVE have the big heart, started with our CEO, and we can't beat the love that he's shown to everyone. Back to you, Chris.
Very good, Pete and Julie. I'm laughing because Terry Thompson says, we have an option not to eat those ding-dongs that look so good so that we stay healthy. Very good. Hey, I'm glad. Yeah, like I said, these are our, not only are they our friends, but they're brothers and sisters on here that's making some pretty good, beautiful comments. That's one thing that we appreciate. We don't care if there's, as my beautiful girlfriend Julie Wen says, we don't care if there's one person listening to us or 1,000. If we could change that one person, like Peter's talking about, what Ash has said, that's all that really matters. We don't care about numbers, because you know what? One individual can go out and change millions of lives and you never know when you're going to come across an individual. We came across, Ask the Fire came across a few people 4 years ago. Peter Sure was one of those people. Peter Sure later came across me and told me about this beautiful thing. Julie Wen was connected to through Milo. Milo was connected. I don't know who Milo was connected through, but that's how it worked. So one person went out there, spread a beautiful seed of, hey, I have something different for you. I have something that's going to make your life easier, better. It's going to take a little while till I get it perfected. Guess what, guys? The perfection is done. It's here. It's there. It's coming. It's here, no matter what. And it's all for us, and we get to share it with the world.
Absolutely. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank Timmy Johnson. Thank you, Timmy. We love you. This beautiful poster behind us. You listen to our live, and then you create that for us. We appreciate it. It's really funny and it's really cute. I always call Chris Johnson Ding Dong because I think he's crazy. But then my dear angel Sherry Dursaway said, did you know Ding Dong is actually sweet and yummy? So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to come here and say, you're such a ding dong, Chris. So we have the options to go a little further by saying hello to our friends here, or we can have the option to say hello, everyone. But I think it's beautiful to just call out some of our friends' name. And Chris or Peter, I don't know if you're on the channels, please say hello to some of our friends on Facebook. And I'm going to go to YouTube and just saying hello to some of our friends there. Chris, are you ready? Or Peter, would you like
Peter,
to?
you want to go to Julie's Facebook and just hit.
Boy. Go ahead, start, because I have to get going.
Here we go. Joyce Parker Hicks. We know Joyce is Michigan in the house. Tim Johnson. There you go. The ding dong. Tim, love it. Thank you, brother. I love you. That was actually worked out pretty funny. Kahanda Dorka Aka. That's a tough one. How you doing? Sending our love back to you. Sending our love back to you. Terry Thompson. Guess who's here? MK Kaylee. Everywhere I go, she just shows up. Hey, ding dongs, you're the best ding dong. I know. Tim Johnson again. Fahir, how you doing? James Smith, Pete, did you find it yet?
No, not yet.
I'll step in right now. M. Kaylee, thank you so much for showing up, M. Kaylee. We would love to speak with you. And please, M. Kaylee, if any of us reach out and wanted to bring you on, please come on, all right? I know one of my angel will reach out, or three of us will reach out to you. Thank you so much, M. Kaylee, for being here with us. Manjinder Shin, good to have you with here. Oh, Manjinder is mentioning about the China cabinet. Right? Holly Bud Phillips, good to have you here with us. Timmy Johnson, I love what you did for us. We really appreciate you. And thank you so much for being so creative. Jujon Lucas, good to have you. Prosper Asa, good to have you. Edward David, thank you so much for joining us. Let's see who else. There are more, but I think go to Facebook because it's popping up everywhere. YouTube is going too fast right now.
Maybe.
Yeah, I know Timmy Johnson is here. I don't know if you mentioned him. Jajwan Lucas, M. Kelly, Holly Phillips. Yep. Who else you didn't mention?
Adam. Subhas Jana. Yufan Noxon, good to have you. Nu Yang, good to have you. T2, AV Pearl, Anna Samu, Listra T, it's so good to have you here. Irash Shad, I think. Temi Butler, good to have you. Temi, come on out. We'd like to speak with you sometime. Tim Dillon, good to have you here with us. Lyd David, so good to have you. Everyone, I think you have called out some name.
Tiana from Hawaii.
Yes, Tiana. Joyce Hicks is in. Good to have you here, Joyce. I love you. Anyway, we appreciate you so much. It's Friday night, and you know there's Friday Night Live tonight. And also, please continue to support our YouTuber. We have supported Sherry Dursaway, Pat Perrin, Judy Rees, Listra T, Robert Tintulo, Robin Noble, And then last week we did Georgina, and then Grace, we did that. Who else? I think that's all we have this coming week. We're going to have Peter Searle. We're going to have Janet Butler, and we're going to have Angie Hans here with us. We're so proud to represent these three leadership council. They've done amazing work behind the scene. I mean, it's countless hours of these leadership councils that we so proudly represent to promote them next week, which is starting on Monday. And we're hoping that by Friday, they'll be coming on to our Speedy Live to talk with us about what they're feeling, what their Facebook, YouTube is representing, because their messages, it's all different. Like I said, Peter Sir is focusing on the Middle Eastern the group and Arabic. Angie Hans is focusing on Germany, and Janet is focusing on the Bahamas, but their channel, we all focusing on passive. We just have different messages. So you want to subscribe to those YouTube channels so that you can see different point of view, different, different angle, looking at on passive in totally different angle from everywhere around the world. So we're so appreciate that you guys are joining us today. Today we're supposed to put Georgina and Grace on with us. I didn't have the opportunity to reach out, but Grace and Georgina, you're more than welcome to reach out. And one of these days we will bring you on and talk to you about it. We will proudly representing your YouTube channel. So
Fired, Julie, fired.
I keep always getting fired, and then I always get rehired, so I'm not worried. I'm still here. I always rehire myself, by the way. Peter?
I want to do a shout out
Yeah,
to
you
also.
know,
Wait a minute, Pete. Hold on one
okay, go
second.
ahead.
I want to call out Mr. Bruce Gerstein, who's asked us, Bruce, we will get you on here, but I'm going to tell people real quick, check out Bruce Gerstein. He started his YouTube channel. He's putting some great videos on there. So go check out my brother Bruce, because Brucey's a lot up there in age. We got a list going who we're putting on, but I want to do a couple shout outs for Brucey. Check out his YouTube, like and share and add to it, please. All right, I'm sorry.
Love you, Bruce.
Love you, Bruce.
Hi.
Absolutely. Just want to say regarding it to my channel on YouTube, I have a variety of things. It's not just Arabic. So sometimes I just see a good video that I put it in there. And it's all about ONPASSIVE. So Julie will set up all the links in there for everyone to join. But also I want to mention something. A lot of people outside the United States don't know what ding dongs are. So I'm going to I don't know if you ever explained that, you guys, or no?
Look at the picture, Pete. What's
Okay,
the picture?
I know, but ding dongs. Okay, so there is a company called Hostess that created those cakes with filling inside. So those are very popular, especially back in the days. I know when I came to the United States, I was eating them like crazy. The chocolate, I love chocolate, especially dark chocolate, and they're surrounded by dark chocolate. And they're very tasty. I don't know if they still make them or not.
They do.
I haven't had them in a long time. Chris would know.
They do. I love them.
But yeah, they're just tasty, sweet treat that is very popular in the United States.
You know what? I've actually never had it. I love sweet, but I think by looking at it, I think it's probably way too sweet for me because I'm already sweet. So guys, you want, never mind. I'm not going to even go there. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. It's Friday. We just have to uplift every single one of us up to another live, because another level. We are there.
Some of us are already sweet enough, but that's okay.
That's right. That's right, Chris. We just need to make us laugh. And sometimes everybody who knows us, we make ourselves laugh too. So it's good. It's good to have everyone laughs with you. So that's what we are doing here. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We appreciate you. And you know, our hearts are. We always love you. And if there's anyone out there that needs a laugh for the day, call one of us or call any one of us who are currently jump on our live today. That will make your day, I promise. Thank you so much for watching us tonight. Good night.
It's been a pleasure to be with you, Julie and Chris, and Speedy Live.
Thanks for coming on here,
Take
brother.
care, guys.
Appreciate you, man.
So much. It's called Ding Dong Live, by the way.
Hey, by the way, Ford Motor Company and Frapp, look at us now, guys. Look at us now. Peter Shore, Chris Johnson.
There's
Just
nothing
watch-
like it.
watch
If you
where we
guys
go.
have connection with Chris, get with Chris because he can set you up. Just
That's right.
check with
Watch
him.
where we go, guys. We've been trying to help you come along with us. Watch us. You haven't
There
seen
is nothing
yet,
like
Frapp.
it. No matter where you look in the world, there's nothing like ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE is the way. There is nothing like it.
I
It's
know.
there.
I know. You know what? You know what? For the Ford Motor and all everyone who's working very hard, I've heard your stories. I've heard your story, and I really truly wish that you would go back to Chris and Peter, because yeah, it's the story. I mean, it's not that we all appreciate the work that you are doing behind the scene to make cars, to make motor, to make all of that for all of us who actually drive those cars. We know how hard it is. Why don't you give yourself an options? You can focus in, because that's what you do your whole entire life. You don't know anything else to do except working that, but you still can work on it. You still have that passion to work on it, but gives yourself an option to have extra ka-ching, to have extra ka-ching, right? Give yourself that option. Why not get back with Peter, get back with Chris? And if you don't know who I am, I know who you are. You are the guys and the gals that work so hard, putting on vests and heavy stuff and carry, and your hands was blister. And if you don't like it, some days it's so hot where you actually go and puke. I mean, I know your stories because I know these guys. So it's $97. I know you can do that, right? You can make $97 in an hour. Why don't spend $97 to kind of follow these guys? If you don't want to follow them, you said, hey, I want to be a non-passive, call me. I'll pass it on to them, but call me if you want to chat, because I know how hard you work, because I know these two guys, right? Give yourself an options. I mean,
that's funny you mentioned that, Julie, because, I was lucky enough to be able to retire after 32 years of service with Ford Motor Company. But, I remember those last 3 days, Chris, with this heat that we have here in Michigan and the high humidity in Michigan. I dread those days when I used to have to go to the factory and spend 8-10 hours or sometimes more. And you can't go anywhere other than being in there, sweating it out. And that's not easy, guys. And we do appreciate everyone that works hard, not just in auto factory, everywhere around the world. And I know there is a lot of jobs are really not even humane around the world, and we want to help. And Mr. Ash made it very feasible and accessible to everybody around the world. $97, like Julie says, to be a founder, that's really nothing. And when the product comes in, it's going to be affordable for anybody to join ONPASSIVE family. So let's go.
Yeah, and you know what? Let's give them an option. Instead of you in the room right now with heat and iron and all that stuff, why don't you take the money that you make from this company called ONPASSIVE, right? And then go build your own factory or build your own area where you have enough cool air, right next to it. I don't know how it built, but it's just an idea. Why not give yourself an option, right? Don't do that the rest of your life. What you're doing right now, we all appreciate you, but give yourself an option, right? Give yourself, maybe hire more, maybe the company, maybe you only have an option to work 5 hours instead of 16 hours a day, right? Hire more people. I mean, there's so much that we can do. And if you don't give yourself that option to do, we can't force you. So that's a message to all the men and women working very hard for survival. Let's do it because of your passion instead of because of money. Passions of doing it because that's all you know how to do, because you love it, not because you have to do it because you want to live, you want to survive, you want to make ends meet make ends meet for your family. Do that for yourself. Do it because you love doing it, right? So yeah, there you go. Have it. Go to it. Get back with these guys, or whatever that you in whatever that industry you are in, because I know there's so many people work so hard. I mean, you go to grocery at night and you see all these gentlemen or women, they're in their 70s and they're still pushing produce cards and lift heavy stuff because they have to do it in order to survive. Give yourself an options. I mean, we can sit there and talk about that all day, but that really touched my heart when I go out and I see those men and women pushing, shopping cart or lengths of shopping carts and just pushing and sweating. Give yourself that option. I every time when I talk about this, I get choked up because my parent was there. My parent was in their late 60, early 70 and still working. How many parents out there that's still doing that? You did that because you want to survive. ONPASSIVE will give us the opportunity to do what we love out of passion, not because of money. So anyway, thank you so much, Peter.
Oh, it's been a pleasure to be with you, both of you guys. My favorite, no, I shouldn't say that, but you guys, one of my favorite people, and
who's your favorite? Wait a minute, who's your favorite? You're
gonna people are gonna come to me and says, wait a minute. So one of my favorites, so that would include everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone, for if whatever that we are discussing here, if it's really touched your heart, go make someone else's life better, right? Just do it. Just go make someone else's life better. Bring a smile to people. Be there for people. Lift up, open the door or take the garbage out for people, right? Just go do it. It doesn't take much, it doesn't take much. So okay, all right, see you soon. Happy weekend. Take
Chris,
care.
are you gonna say goodbye or
reading and saying bye, reading and saying bye. See ya. Hey, I'm always somewhere, but remember, you want it, it's there.
You've got the option.
there?
Bye. I get the option to stop recording and stop the live.